We technically reached the credits, everyone. And to the sound of that, I think that's a good spot for us to finish it off for tonight. But before we go, I do want to make a final sort of first impressions takeaway discussion-ish thing that I can upload to YouTube later, just so we can have it recorded here. Like, this was my first time playing Sparling Zero, just mess around a lot with it. This is on stream. Hello, people of YouTube. I'm on Twitch right now, streaming, and we did a bit of Goku's story, we trained a bit in the training mode, and we now finished Goku Black story, which is really short, so that's why you're seeing the credits right now. So, I'm not finishing the game, I just started it. And so far, just, wow, yeah, it is that good. Like, there's a little bit of trouble for me, personally, because I'm way more used to Xenoverse. I played quite a bit of Tenkaichi, like as a kid, you know? I messed around with it. I was dumb. I didn't actually know how to play the video game. So right now I'm kind of having a lot of trouble just figuring out the controls and like doing things properly. I struggle a lot with the Ozaru Vegeta fight in Goku's campaign, just because I was trying to figure out how to do things. What's the dynamic? What should I focus on? Charging up the attacks, doing the ki blast, doing the physical attacks. It was all a bit overwhelming to me, and I hadn't figured out how to do all the counters and the combos just yet. Otherwise, I was having a great time because, especially on the presentation front, like if people tell you graphics don't matter, show them this game. And I don't say this like to say that a game needs to be all graphics and stuff. Like, of course, gameplay and story first to me personally. But this game proves that good presentation can make all the difference. Because from the menus, the beautiful menus filled with personality, to the insanely flashy attack animations, this game just delivers in being just impressive to play. It feels impressively. Even now that I'm completely terrible at it, it feels so cool. You feel like a Dragon Ball character. I was doing Zamasu's ultimate attack, the Sparky move or whatever. Like, he raises his hands like this, like, oh my god, that feels so cool to do! I was actually having a bit of a power trip there. It was that insane. Just to mess around this game, play this with friends, play this online, it's gonna be a blast. One thing that I will say is that it's definitely Tenkaichi 4. For better and for worse. Because stuff like the controls, which I just mentioned, which I'm more used to the Xenoverse stuff. Like, this is foreign to me, it's a bit more complicated, it's not quite what I'm used to. And then we add on that, everything that makes a Tenkaichi game is here. So that means unlockable characters, a lot of like single player little things to do, but no major single player story in the same level or something like Xenoverse or even Kakarot. You know, this is a fighting arena. This is what one of the best arena fighters money can buy, but it's still an arena fighter. So like, it's simultaneously not gonna please the fighting game crowd in the same way Fighters did, because that's a way more better balanced 2D fighter by Arxis. You know, they make this kind of thing. And then Xenoverse and Kakarot are, you know, the single player adventures. They have more to chew on if you just want to do your own Dragon Ball adventure. This is somewhere in between, which can be awkward. But if you're willing to, you know, sit down, focus on unlocking the characters, seeing everything there is to do, you're gonna have a blast in single player. And if you just want to sit down and just, you know, with one or two friends, either online or in person, and just do some crazy Dragon Ball brawls, it doesn't get much better than this. And for that, this game is already incredible, and oh, I'm having such a good time with it. But with that in mind, yeah, if you want a more substantial single player, I would still recommend Xenoverse. I would still recommend Kakarot. And if you want a more balanced fighter, I would still recommend Fighters. One thing that I am worried about is exactly unlocking all the things, since it does have a lot of things to unlock, and it's mostly just basic, you know, simple single player story type of thing, and unlock characters with money and whatnot. I do worry that it'll become a bit of a grind, because I do want to have all the characters so I can play with my friends, having all the options available, the hundreds and hundreds of characters that this game has. I want to have them all. But I'm kind of worried it might become a grind later on, in the same way that the other Tenkaichi games kind of are a grind to unlock everything and whatnot. With that said, I'm having such a good time with this game, and I can see myself playing this for hours and hours and hours and years and years and years as time goes on. It's just a fun little Dragon Ball game to hop back into. This is the perfect type of game for just getting a group of friends who are into Dragon Ball together and just have an insane cool time. It's gonna take a bit to get used to, the controls and whatnot, but once everyone is there and feeling it, and like the adrenaline's pumping, this animation, this visual style, the everything, the speed of the battles, it all feels so satisfying, so tactile. The trailer has already made it look awesome, and I can proudly say, happily say, that it delivers. The game very much delivers. That in mind, thanks everyone for watching. And both for people on Twitch and for people on YouTube just watching the video right now. See you guys next time!